10th hole. Par 3, downhill. It is playing possibly 140 yards downhill. So I hit an 8-iron here to fly it low. Otherwise it'd be my full 9-iron. But I don't want to send it up in the air because there is a bit of right to left wind. Don't really want it affecting it. Soft 8-iron. Put it down there. Really soft out. It's more of just a pitch shot off the deck. I'll show you this hole when we go down there. It's all water short. Can't go long, can't go short. It's about 7 yards deep this wide. 7 yards deep this green. So hitting the green is a tough one. But pin on the left. Let's see if we can hit the green. Probably not, because that was a soft swing. Oh, landed about a yard short, spins back down the hill. We'll see how steep the hill is when I get down there. There's the blue tees, orange and black back there. Blue tees, not sure how long it is here. Probably only playing about 100 yards probably. But as you can see, it's heavily downhill. Heavily. You can just see the bit of the stream there. Pars have had a proper washout from that storm. I think that's something that's on the radar to get fixed. Anyway, it'd be great if they tarmac them or do whatever to them, really. Just make them really smooth. It will take the course to the next level, but they've only owned it like 3-4 years, so it's still coming, still working. Greenkeeper's doing amazing work. And as I said, look, still going down here, so steep. Running water there. When this floods, all of this area, all over here, comes underwater. So it's all the way around, floods through. But I'll tell you now, this course drains quick. I've seen this water all up here before, all up the fairway up here. Next morning, gone, done. So as you can see, my ball's just there. Landed a couple of yards short, just up here, rolled all the way back down to there. No man's land. That is not where you want to leave it. Great course guide showing you where not to hit it. That's what I'm trying to do on this hole. Yeah, I tried to do that. Yep. All the fact I fell forward on the shot and hit a really poor shot. But let's see what we can do. Let's get a different angle on this one. Let's see this ball just chip up in the air. I'll take 3 clubs down there, pitch and wedge, 56 degree and my putter. I won't be putting it from down there, but this is for here. Leave that there. Pitch and wedge to bump and run, 56 to go aerial. 56, I think, the one. Here. But nothing but a perfect strike. Tend to just cut across it, get the lob, pop it up, weight on front foot. Not bad. If I landed it on the green, would have been perfect. Goes without saying. I can use the fact this is so uphill to my advantage to get below hole and see the break. So there's a right to left, uphill slightly. Can we save on here? This would feel like stealing a shot from where I've just landed. Didn't break a millimetre, even though that definitely is a right to left. Win to greens, guys, win to greens. Oh, dropped 2 shots in 2 holes. Luckily though, it's the stroke NX1 next. Really hard hole. Stroke NX1, arrow straight, 428 yards, plays like 460 because it is way uphill. Black and orange tee box, put them forward today a little bit. Blues just up there on the right. But this is 2 good shots. 2 very good shots to get on. I'll be taking a driver. It's probably paying $4.50 actually. In the summer, I can get to about an 8 iron in, because you can go over the top of the hill, down the other hill, and it doesn't leave very long in. That would take a hell of a shot today, but my aim here is to aim at those birches on the left, fade it off them, be in the middle of the fairway. If it gets down the hill, great. If it doesn't, just be on the middle of the fairway. That in the summer would have been right down the bottom of the slope, because it would have rolled all the way down. Not today. Got the Hamptworth top on. FootJoy, really nice top. Just takes the chill off slightly, because it is nippy. It's only 6 degrees. Sun is going down slightly. A few clouds appearing now. But yeah, as I said, does my swing look great? No. Is it effective? Yes. Like I said, I've had many injuries. Get a lot of pain in my hip and my back daily. Nothing I could do about that. I just get on with it. Keep moving, keep going, and I swing my swing. This winter I'm going to work on it a bit to try and not drive with my shoulders. Can you tell it's uphill? Whee! Not to come over the top as much, which should get me a bit more distance, but no matter what I do, I am not sacrificing in any way consistency, predictability, and hitting a reasonably straight ball. I hit a soft fade. It's nice. My drive, probably talking 250 yards. It's enough for me. In summer, I could go way longer. I could get like 290 out of it, but that's just all roll. But yeah, sort of 240, 250 carry. Winter, didn't go very far after that, which you'll see in where this ball is. Great position for me though, nice soft fade into the green. But in summer, that's another 80 yards down the hill and leave me like an 8 iron in. Up here, I might have hit my 3 wood or my 7 wood. So, got to be sent. 210 yards left in. I think I have to hit my 3 wood. Just a real cutty one. Give myself a little clean the ball. It's a bit bare up here. This hole doesn't see a lot of sunshine, you see. So in the winter, thins out a bit. In the summer, lovely and thick. But yeah, I think this is going to take... Got to fade it round that massive oak. It is like an alleyway up there. So it's got to start left and has to come back. Ball is way above my feet. Let's see if we can pull it off. Ooh. Didn't start left, did fade, clipped a tree. Still in play though, so we're down there. As I said, down here, might not look it, but that drop off here, just in front of me, goes down 30 feet. So if my drive comes up to this side, roll, so it will kind of come up to here, roll all the way down, and end up down there, just here, which is about 145 yards away. So I'd hit an 8 iron from there. But it, as you can see, it's an alleyway, which is why it's a stroke index 1. Massive hitters, if they hit too far here, you can go straight over into the woods over there. I've been on the upslope over here. This time on a boomer and I've had a pitch and wedge in. But tough hole. Let's go give their little bell a ding-a-ling. There's no one behind me. But everyone loves their bell being rung. Got to give it a ding-a-ling, treat yourself now and again, didn't you? Ding dong. But yes. Yes. Where is my ball? Clipped these trees on the end. Quite sure where it is. Oh, still nearly made the green. I thought it stopped shorter than that, but yeah, result. However, this is one area I know is wet. It's the only area gets a bit wet in the winter, proper wet. As you can probably hear the scratch under my feet. Sun doesn't hit this corner. But I'm sure you'll agree, look at the condition of the green still. Striped up, looking lovely. Right, not in the fairway. We do not have a clean and replace. That is as bald a lie as I can get. If I go long with this pin, I'm in a world of trouble. So I've got a 56. Strike down, get through it, pop it up in the air, land soft. Lovely shot. 8 feet or so? Probably 10 feet actually. Right. This will feel like stealing one if I make this. Tiniest bit right to left, I think. Really tough putt to read in this corner. Right to left. This will feel like stealing one. Cool, another lip out. Another shot dropped, but I firmly believe the 9th, 10th and 11th is the hardest stretch of holes to get through. So this is a new tee box they built. Little mat there for if they need to use it at all. New tee box, still coming through, so still quite thin on grass. As I said, as you can see, look, the sun's up there. Never going to hit sun in the winter. Yeah, lovely looking tee box. Makes it a decent par 4. But as the tee box is over here, which is the blue tees, not the ladies' blues, it is actually potentially drivable. So, I want to say potentially, it definitely is a chance of being driven. Green is in the distance there. It's 285 yards away. And do I go for it with a driver? Nah, let's go 3-wood. Put it short, put a wedge on. 3-wood, just go over the 2 bunkers. Just put a wedge on. That's all we want to do. I don't think I can get there. Not in this summer easily, like get here, but that's why the pin's not here, because I've put 3-woods onto this green before where they just roll. But yeah, play my normal soft fade over the top of them bunkers. Put it in the fairway, have a little chip on. or thin it. Still be in the fairway. And still have only a chip on. Terrible shot. So, 100 yards. Really poor shot, but got away with it. And you've got to capitalise. Got to play to my strengths now, which is my wedge game. It's 100 yards, pin right at the front, going straight at it. If you land a touch short, not a problem, because it's a heavily back to front green. Let's try and get this close. One foot close enough? 1 foot 2 feet, I think. That is class. I'm going to keep this rolling. Don't want any haters out there saying, oh, you didn't hit that, didn't hit that. I've got shot tracer telling us you're not cool enough for that, guys, not cool enough for that. But that was absolutely stiffed. Hit gap wedge, normally with gap wedge about 110, 115. It's cold, so it's going a bit shorter. So I just took a gap wedge and chipped it. I'm not fully sending a sand wedge, that which is basically my sand wedge distance, 100 yards. No chance. Not in damp ground, winter conditions. Just a, oh yes, that is close. And that is why you don't get yourself down over that is why you don't get yourself down over a bad tee shot. Keep your head in the game. Keep your head in the game. I see so many people disappointed all the time with a bad tee shot. If it's in play, it's in play. Go and deal with it. Go and hit a better one the next one. You can't change what's happened. Right, let's put this in. Muddy ball. Put it in anyway. Bird. That makes up. Look at that. Just like that, you've just gained a shot back. Did I play the hole particularly well? No. Did I score it well? Yes. So this next hole, I personally think is a brute, because it's the stroke and X. Oh, I can't remember what the stroke and X is actually now. Don't know. It's not low, but that little path over there goes off up to the black tee box. That can then play anything from, I think it's sort of like 210 to 230. Big front to back, uphill, hard green, over water. Miss left, you've lost your ball. Go long right, you've lost your ball. So there isn't a lot of misses on this. There's a massive pond before. And like I said, if you go left, you just won't find your ball. So this is the orange tee box, goes back here, still plays sort of 180. But as we're sharing a mat of par threes off this, they put the orange and blues together. Not quite sure on the yardage yet, but I'll show you all the hazard when we get up there. 157 yards. I'm at a 7-iron. Cold. It's actually getting colder now. Even though I've taken my top off, I run quite hot, so. But you want to get it back there. There is no winners for being short here. Get it back there and hit a good one. Skinny, but only a couple of mil off. Thin to win, some call it. So, path goes down there, so trolleys, buggies all go down there over the big bridge. Huge pond. The whole way across. And you can walk across this bridge. And there's my ball. Lucky, but only just a little bit thin. So not too bad. Yeah, look at it, massive pond. So playing off those blacks, plays up to 230, pin at the back, tee at the back, 230. You're getting 3 woods into this par 3. I've played this into some brutal wind and it is been a bit of a beast. But yeah, this is that. If you carry, you can walk across. Old bridge, still not in bad condition. Straight to the green. You can see the pond here now. Size of it, absolute beast. There will be hundreds and hundreds of balls in there. Hundreds, probably thousands. But you can't get in there and get them. And there. That's what a thin to wind does. Hits there, skids up the green. Damp in this corner as well. Sun doesn't hit this too well. So let's capitalise on a bad one. Back to back birdies, can we? Can we? Clean the ball. Give it a read. Go right to left. Heavily uphill. Heavily uphill. Stop looking at my bum. I know your game. Right. Heavily uphill. Get it there. Back to back birds. Get some shots back. Did I just say get it there? Wet green, heavily uphill. Underestimated how slow. Now this is my favourite hole. It's a bloody hard hole. Good tee shot, makes it a bit easier. But the 14th here at Hamptworth is a bit of a brute, and you just got to ignore the tee shot, how tight it is, because your landing zone's massive. One good swim with a driver or a 3-wood. Normally I hit a 3-wood, but in the winter I'll be hitting a driver. So this is the black tee box, won't be used this time of year. There's your view, straight up there. But using the orange tee box, look. So look how much water. This, I don't know why. It always has a little pool of water on there when it absolutely dumps it down, but tomorrow that'll be gone. So, but even from here, it's an intimidating shot. So why this is so intimidating is it is a water hazard all down the left, out of bounds all down the right, and a pond in the distance, which in winter I can't reach. Now, 2-tier green, ridiculous slope in the middle of it, and I can see that the pin is at the back, which I think, when pin's at the front, get a ball down there, it's a great birdie chance. It is a very hard hole, this, with the pin at the back, because you can land it up there, spin down. In the summer you can spin it off the green and into the pond. So nothing but a good drive. Out those trees with a fade. Fade it back into the fairway. Perfect. A1. So, in the fairway, a lot of leaves around. Clean the ball. As I said, this back end of the course, this is a bit slightly wetter because the sun doesn't get it where it's so low. In the summer, this back 9 is absolutely beautiful. So, we've got 128 yards. I'm actually going to hit a 9-iron because it is getting really cold now and you can't come up short. Come up short, I'll show you when we get up there, but this has to be back on that back top tier because it's about an 8-foot drop. So one more club, maybe a touch softer, get it back there. Up on the top tier, hopefully it stayed on. Little low flighted one, control. So in the summer, this is very reachable, this pond. It's 265 yards. Normally I hit a 3-wood, which in the summer up there bounding, you get a good 245, 250. So I make sure I hit that, but quite low level water, it drains out of it well. But this is the green. As you can see, one hell of a slope getting up to it. So coming up short, you can spin all the way down here in the summer, top tier, spin off that, go down, 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 and your ball can end up down here. You do not want to land there. But I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but look. So none of this green's flat. It's uphill the whole way, front to back. That rise there is massive. It's about 8 feet from the front to the back. There's my ball just on the back. But as I can say, if you don't get it on this top tier, in summer even more so, if you land it up here, it'll roll all the way down and get off the green. So it's imperative to get up here, and that was a great low flighted shot. Lovely, worked out exactly as I expected. There we go. Summer, this is honestly, it will be one of the hardest greens you've ever put on any golf course you've ever been on. It is brutal. So like I said, pin at the front is brilliant because all you do is you send your club long, come up the hill, rolls back down to it. Lovely. When it's right in the heat of summer, they've got them rolling fast. You can't even do that because you could spin it straight off the green and down there into no man's land again. So this is heavily downhill, usually ridiculously left to right. But these damper greens, who knows? It will be a left to right. Let's try and get this. This would be a very good bird. Unbelievably slow. That normally would have gone past the hole. Good par. Good par with the pin at the back here. So that's it. 14th hole done. What am I now? 2 or 3 over, I think 2 over. I'll confirm on the screen. But this is the long walk up to the 15th. Get your hiking boots on. Good couple of 100 yards to the 15th. Black tea is perfect. I love that black tea. The view looking through the trees is stunning. Oranges for me, with a great drive, it's a really good birdie ball chance. Great drive, short iron, but off the blacks, because it's usually in to win this hole. I think it's 440 yards, 430 yards, but in to win it. Long, like long, and you've got 2 bunkers right in your landing zone, which you'll see when I come up there. But let's get to the tee box. So here's the blacks. I'll show you what the view looks like. It's stunning. Give you a good insight to all. These blacks probably won't be in play then until spring next year. Look at that for a tee shot, straight through. It's like you're at the Grove, but orange is way ahead, probably 80 yards. This is one of the holes that, personally, with the winds up, I've hit a driver and a 3-wood and still been short onto this, but that was into like a 25-mile-an-hour wind. Brute of a hole, brute. After the long walk up the hill, you will feel a bit puffy on that one. Back 9 towards the end is a bit hilly, so you will start to feel it. So this is 380 yards long. It's much shorter from back here. Into wind, but the wind's quite calm today, luckily, so it is start it up the left, fade it back to the middle. But hit a good one. Good one gets a good scoring position in this. That is perfect. Ugly, but perfect. When I say ugly, I mean my swing. Not the strike, not the flight I wanted. I wanted a nice low running flight on that one, because into the windy you don't want to get it up. Get a running ball down there. If you get down the slope, that's in the middle of the fairway, great. I probably didn't in the winter, but in the summer that is belted down there. Ugly swing, perfectly controllable. So don't let anyone tell you your swing's god awful ugly. Just beat them. That's what I do. Well, not everyone, but it's what I like to do. Play consistent fairway finding golf. I like to give myself birdie putts, no matter how big that birdie putt is. Give myself a birdie putt. Hopefully make a few with tapping pars. Highly, highly enjoyable golf. And I know that's really good golf, but my aim has always been, when I first started, was to play bogey worth golf. When I first started, was double bogey was more. I didn't want to make worse than double no matter what, so I was just putting balls in play. If I felt I had 200 yards into a green, I just refused to go for it. I was putting like pitching wedges down there, then chipping on my sand wedges and 1 or 2 putting. So double bogey worst golf, then I went to bogey worst golf. I still play bogey worst golf now, but I want is par worst really. But if I'm not in a great position off the tee, is just try and hit that green. If you can't hit the green, put yourself in a position where you could get up and down. That's my plan always. And you'll never see me on a driving range hitting a driver, ever. Ever, ever, ever. I will always be hitting short irons and wedges practicing, because for me, when I first started, I could barely drive the ball 180 yards because of my back. It was absolutely screwed and I could barely even complete 7 holes on a golf course. But when I could, it was just bunting them down there really. And then slowly but surely my length got better. Swing didn't really change, still stayed that stiff over the top swing, but connection and understanding of golf got better. So lovely. Didn't quite get down the slope, just here, but a short iron into the green. So I've got 122 yards to flag. I cannot go long, because if you go long, well, if you go really long, it's out of bounds. But if you go just long with this green, the pin looks right at the back. You've got nothing to work with. So I'm better just hitting a good wedge. If it gets there, great. If it doesn't, uphill putt. And a little technique which one of my mates helped me with, Matty Graham, when I first started, was to sort out aim at something like here in front of you. Just try to hit it over that. Because looking up here, I think, oh cool, I'm aiming straight at it. And I know that is aiming way left. So it's aim at something in front of you. It will really, really help, especially the short shots. So 122 yards, pitch and wedge, land soft. Let's try and get it as good as that one on 12. Oh, that is terrible. That was so far out the toe, I'm quite lucky I hit that. But it's on the green. So let's go make a putt. We got away with that one big time. That could have gone in that bunker. It landed just inside the bunker. In fact, I'll show you the bunker. It's an absolute brute. It's a pot bunker right before the green. You do not want to be in that. And got away with it. So now I've somehow got a birdie putt. However, don't be despondent to think, oh, this is a great chance. This is a 3-putt territory, so it is get the ball to the hole, get it really close. I'm gonna leave the flag stick in just so you can see it where it is, but the only aim in this putt is get it close. The chances of making this are under 1% probably. Well, this green's a lot quicker than the last one because I've just gone 6 feet past. Yeah, it's bone dry. Should have realised that, really. Absolutely bone dry. Seven feet past even. And that is the difference a wet green makes compared to a dry green. Because that, I thought was going to go close till I saw it rolling. Right. Pretty straight. A little bit of foot mark there, so hopefully that doesn't wiggle it off. It's pretty straight, this. Good comebacker. Got lucky there, got lucky. So as you can see, the beast is all the way back there. Miles back, miles back. And the oranges are here. Now, this isn't a short hole anyway. This is 580 yards long. Get that up, see the sky. 580 yards long. If you want to come up here and play this, whatever looks at the centre of the fairway is not your line. So, centre of the fairway is there. You want to be over the right hand side. So, if you ever come up here and play here, try and aim to get a few yards inside that telegraph pole in the distance. Telegraph pole is there. So you kind of want to be... Oh, I'm not going to be able to get this too close. You kind of want to be... I'll put an arrow on the screen where you want to be, and that will be perfect. You'll never get there in two in the winter unless you're a really, really big hitter. In the summer, you've got a potential chance if you're quite a big hitter. I've got there a couple of times, but it's two perfect strikes with a driver and a 3-wood. So usually towards the end of the round, I know my game start getting a bit tighter. Tend to cut the ball a bit more with less power. So my aim here would probably be to go right over the left to come back right. So I just know I just get a bit tighter now when my back gets tight. But play to your strengths. Just get it down. You don't need to whack it, just get a good one. And what I said about getting on the right hand side, I haven't actually faded that at all. I think it's caught slight in the toe there, so it's stayed a bit straighter. From here, looks dead centre of the fairway. I know I'll be blocked out by some big trees on the left. So as I said, if you look here, this tree I told you I'll be blocked out by, because the hole is right down that hill in the distance, way, way, way down the hill. So completely blocked out. Ideally, get over by that telegraph pole. And it's actually planning to wind, weirdly. So we've got an easterly wind here today. So, yeah. All right. We're in the fairway still, centre of the fairway. But we're going to take an aggressive line out. Get the trusty 7-wood out. Pump one down there. This is into wind, so I'm going to need to hit everything I've got of this. With a 210 yard shot out of this. Perfect. One thing I'm going to be working on this winter is, pretty much for this hole, I'll be honest, if I get blocked out by those trees, is can't really go over them and get distance. I could put like a 7-iron over the top of it, but it's going nowhere. But it's a drawable, you have to, you can't. It's a fader's worth, not it? That's why I always say get over that right hand side. It gives you options. If you're a drawer, you can still draw it down there. If you're a fader, you can really, really belt one down there. Use the slope because it's a massive left to right. Yeah, if you don't draw it, if I could hit a consistent draw off my 3-wood, I'd be ripping a 3-wood down there, but if I hit a 3-wood there and it fades, lost ball. So a strong 7 wood there. It's in to win, but I needed the height. See, so work on for this winter. I know how to hit a draw. I can hit a draw with shorter irons, controlled shots, but full shots. I seem to just go back to my standard, cut across it a bit. But let's go get the ball and show you this beautiful view down into the green. So I'm third shot into this par 5. It is cold, so, and then slightly into it a tiny bit. But I've still got 170 yards to the centre of the green. For downhill, slightly downhill line, nothing too bad. Just dropped my club, got a wet grip, cool. Dry that. Just off the fairway, so we don't have a clean replace here. So it is on the first cut. Pin on the left, 3 pot bunkers on it. Massive oak tree in my way, so I'm gonna have to cut one away from the flag, slightly to centre of the green. That's all we want. Centre of the green on this would be brilliant. Straight at the flag, but I think I'm on the front edge. Landed very soft just before and plopped up. Core, 2 more yards to carry. It was going straight at the pin. So I went a bit quiet back there because I actually thought that had a chance. These are the 3 pot bunkers next to it. If you played here years ago, that was apparently one massive bunker. Much better as 3 pot bunkers. And then look at that view back up the hill. That shows you how steep that hill is. So in the summer, you can driver, get over to that telegraph pole, which you can actually see from here. Just there. So that shows you where the telegraph pole is, where I said to get over, and then you look at the view. So if you're just inside that, as you can see, you've got a great view all the way down here. If you land it kind of about here, kicks all the way down, it'll run up to the green. So a good driver, good 3 wood can get there for my length, like, or at very worst you have a 20-yard chip. Well, let's box this one. Right to left, uphill. Repair that. Even though that's in the fringe, still repair it. Takes 2 seconds, it'll grow back quicker, benefit the course. Look after your course. Right. We've got a birdie putt. Very outside birdie putt because we're talking 30 odd feet here, right to left, heavily uphill. But let's get it close. If it drops in, bonus. Get it close. Can you tell that meant a lot? Hell of a putt. Come on. That is stealing a bird, stealing. Right, we've turned this round and round. I am 1 over right now. I've never shot under par. I've had 5 rounds at level par. I've had 2 shots on the 18th hole to go under for an eagle, but didn't make either because it's par 5. These 2 holes here are good birdie ball chances. Short par 4, but again, you can't really cut it a driver off. Well, you can hit a drive. If you hit a draw, you can probably drive this green. 285 yards to the front. Run one up there. But it's into a massive dip. As you can see, I'm walking through another forest, which is the beautiful bit about Hamptworth. But yeah, come on. That was everything. Because that's given me a chance, because if I'd have been 2 over going down with 2 to go, got 0 chance of going under par. Really, well, not 0. Could birdie eagle, but that's incredibly unlikely for my standard. But yeah, let's go, let's have this. The par 4, 320 yard, 17th. Blue tea box over there. In the winter, sometimes they put the oranges off there, makes it dry ball, 240 yards to front of the green. So when it gets really cold and wet, sometimes they move to there, but let's see what we can do on this. So to show you the hole, it's right off in the distance up there. Looks really flat, looks really easy, but there is a massive dip just as you get over the back, which I will show you when we get up there. So I'm hitting here a 200-yard shot to then leave myself about 100 yards in. Just 300, just over 300 yards. 320 to middle, but that's so because it's cold. I'm going to hit my 7 wood. It looks like a 3 ball in front of me, but they're up on the green, so I'm not going for that, so I can hit. Trusty 7 wood, Cobra Aerojet 7 wood. Better than any hybrid of mine, 21 degrees. Pops the ball up lovely, gets it out of rough. Long par 3 is brilliant for. Spins and stops well. Much better than a 4-iron. But I do like it with a 4-iron as well. So yeah, this is. Put it in favour. Stay close to the trees in this one, so it's a daunting tee shot. Solid. So as I said, you have to hug the trees here. I've pushed it right. Slightly in the rough, so I'm shorter than I want to be. 132 yards to the pin. Got a lot shorter than what I needed because it's obviously stopped where I stopped on a downslope. I'm on a heavy downslope here to hit up. So this is not easy. Not easy at all. A lot of weight in the front foot. Try and get it on the green. That's all we want. Just on the front edge. Pretty solid. Landed just short, same as the last. Maybe it's an omen. Last time I did that. On there, but as you can see down here, anything right of this pin gone, and it's all red stakes down there, so in the summer you miss this green, you are definitely in there. But let's try and box another long one. This is a long one as well. So left to right, heavily uphill, probably a bit more dew on the grass now, because it is, what time is it? 3:30, sort of 4:10, it's dark in the UK here now, so left to right, got to give this a good whack. Didn't want to be this far back, but we are. Let's do this. I told you I had to give it a whack. That's a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. Right, still a touch left to right. More than I wanted on this, but let's try and do this. Just saved a par. So we need an eagle down the last to go under par. Can we do it? Well, there's a 4-ball ahead of me now that I'm gonna have to wait for, which is quite good. I've literally seen nobody on the whole course. Great, but I'm gonna show you what I have in my bag, if anyone even cares. So, as you can see, I've got the Cobra Aerojet LS driver, 9 degree, turn to 10 degree. As I chop across it a bit, I need less spin. Got the Cobra Aerojet 7 wood, 21 degree. That is basically my rescue. I've got the TaylorMade. Let's have a look at this one. You see this TaylorMade Stealth 2 Plus with a sliding weight. I have the weight right forward. Actually, one notch back. Don't know why I did that, but probably didn't mean to. 15 degree, powerful club that is. Great for getting off the tee, or great second long shot, which I'll be hitting that in a second. I have got the Titleist T150s in the pitch and wedge 987 and the Titleist T200s in the 456. Bit more forgiveness, let's not make the game any harder. And I have the SM10 Vokey wedges in a 58 degree F grind, 56 with more bounce just to give me more versatility in a 10 degree S bounce, and my 60 degree I have 8 degree M grind. I wanted that to really lay flat. That's it. Rarely use it, but if I need to get real height and spin, get on that. And this bizarre looking putter is a guy from the New Forest, David Hicks, custom makes putters. There you go, centre shafted. I love those two stickers are from a little simulator I've got at home, X-Putt, as you might be able to see the logos on them, just about. I know you're not supposed to leave them on there, but I do because it's say sticking them on and off. Centre shafted, really upright, really upright. I love it. Had it for over a year now. Basically like what Odyssey have just brought out is their square to square putters. Almost identical. It cost me 120 quid. Had a tendency with, I had a TaylorMade Bandon 3 putter, and I just tended to just pull putts a lot. Just, it was really heavy head. And just used to turn over all the time. So I just wanted to eradicate that from what I felt like was a good straight until I videoed myself. But yeah, that centre stroke transformed my putting. So either fit yourself and video yourself and get a simulator you can actually see it, or go and get a proper fitting, because you do all the hard work getting to the green, don't make it any harder. So, well, yeah, they've gone on the upslope now, so the other side of the water. So this hole is a par 5, 448 yards in total. It's downhill down to a river, then massively uphill, very much like the 9th hole, which is the stroke index 2 par 4, but this is a par 5. So not easy, but not the most difficult. So if you play it like a par 5, you can get quite an easy par. But I am going out and out to get on this green in 2. So I want that eagle to go under par. Let's see if we can do it. 3 wood off the tee. Someone's left a tee in for me, very kind of them. I'll use that. This is aggressive because I can reach the trees down there. But if this goes soft fade off those trees, I'll be right down there and in with a chance to get on in 2. So let's do this. Tell I've stiffened up a lot. How choppy was that? But it was a soft fade. So it's down there, got a chance. So we haven't found the fairway. We are in the first cut, but it's in a good place. I need to be over this right hand side because I like swinging a big 3 wood into this green. I am 216 yards away. It's a big hit there for me to get uphill 216 yards in the cold. But if it goes on, we will have a putt at under par. 1 out of this world strike. Oh, I creamed it. Oh, just front edge, I think. I think it's just short of the green. Come on. We nearly made it. couldn't have hit that any better, so that tells you what the cold does, because give me that in the summer, that's got every chance. Right, let's go and stick the camera at the other end and let's see if we can. Got a chip at a chase for under par. Massive outside chance, but you never know. Never know. Leave this running. Get it back a bit just in case I come in hot, because it's 100% getting there. Let's take a picture wedge and a putter. Let's repair someone's pitch mark that they just decided not to. Kind of them. Right. We're very fancy. We are 2 yards short of the green. We're putting it. The higher percentage. We gave it a punt. Not to be today. Don't like putting out of the fringe like that at all. Don't like putting out the fringe like that at all. I think it's awful, but I thought to get the ball rolling I probably had a better chance. What does this putt do? Someone tell me. I think it's pretty straight. Quite straight. Can we finish with a bird? Be nice. No, we can't. We'll lit one up. Cool. Nice par. So that is Hamptworth Golf Club. Great course. I love it. It's my home course, obviously, but I haven't brought anyone here that hasn't said it's good. Yes, there's better courses out there. I don't profess this to be the best course out there. It is progressing every single month. So next year it will be even better. Greenkeepers are doing an amazing job. Building bunkers, improving bunkers. The condition of the fairways, the greens, everything's getting better. If you played this years ago, it's significantly better than then, because a few friends played this donkeys ago before I joined, and just said it was average, but now it's a great course. So 1 over par round. I'm elated with that, actually. I'll be honest. There was a few lucky strikes in there, but there's some bloody amazing strikes in there too. We've done it. Hope you enjoyed that. Great course vlog. Of great miles, you might not have thought it was great, but shows everything of the course. There'll be many more videos of this course, many of other ones as well when I visit friends' courses and go further afield and abroad. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.